When you need to create a helix that has varying taper, there are a few ways to do this. If the helix only needs a simple taper, this is an option you can enable when creating a simple helix. You can type in the taper angle and check the box to make the helix taper outward or inward. Now, in cases where you need a helix with varying taper, there are a couple of extra steps you need to do to get the shape you want. Basically, what I'm going to do here is create a sweep shape that will control the taper angles for the helix. Then, I'll create a surface that intersects it, which we'll use to create the helical shape. Let's get started. To create the sweep body, I'll sketch a circle on the top plane. I'll leave dimensions out for this example. Next, I'll create a sketch on the front plane for the sweep's path. To control the taper angle, I'll need to use a guide curve. I'll create another sketch on the front plane, and I'll be sure to add a Pierce relation between the guide curve and the profile sketch to ensure they intersect. When the sketch is complete, I'll launch the sweep feature and choose the profile, path, and guide curve, and click OK. Now the next step is to create a surface body that intersects this shape in a helical fashion. Now there are several ways to do this, including creating a helix curve, but let me show you another approach. Instead, I'll create a swept surface and twist it along a straight path to create the helical shape. I'll again sketch on the front plane and sketch a straight vertical line for the path. Next, I'll create the profile sketch on the front plane. This will be a horizontal line that I'll start on the origin, and I want to make sure the line extends beyond the widest part of the body, so the resulting swept surface intersects the entire body. To create the swept surface, I'll go to Insert, Surface, Sweep. I'll choose the horizontal line for the profile and the vertical line for the path. In the Options section, I'll change the orientation twist type to Twist Along Path. For this example, I'll define it by number of turns and click OK. Now that I have the helical surface intersecting the sweep body with varying taper, all I have to do is create an intersection curve. I'll launch it from the Tools drop-down menu under Sketch Tools. Simply select the sweep body and the surface body, and SOLIDWORKS will create the curve where they intersect. To make the curve a bit easier to see, I can hide the surface body and the solid body, leaving just the helix with varying taper.